The criminal justice system in America is constantly becoming more and more problematic. Racism, the juvenile detention system, youths in adult prisons, and the school-to-prison pipeline are all factors that need change. From 1980 to 2012, there has been a 35% drop in the violent crime rate and a 47% decrease in property crime rates. However, in the past 30 years, the United States prisons population has increased by 340%. As of 2013, the United States incarcerated 2,220,300 individuals. How is it possible that the crime rates are decreasing, but the prison rates are increasing? A reasoning for this is because while the nationwide arrest rate for all offenses have decreased by 16%, the arrest rate for drug crime has increased by 93.4%. The problem is that some of these drug arrests result in unfair sentences. An example of this is with Miranda Jones, a black woman who was sentenced to life in prison for her first cocaine offense. Racism is a huge issue with the system. African American men are incarcerated 6 times more than white men. African American women are incarcerated at more than double the rate of white women. There are many assumptions and accusations made throughout the country, and people are forced into jails as a result of wrongful allegations.
Prisoners usually do not get out for years. Youth prisons are treated like regular prisoners. They have locked down doors and tall fences. Usually they are far from cities or large towns. They are also likely to suffer from physiological impacts from being taken from loved ones in their communities. People say all youth prisons should be shut down. Teens in trouble need help, and prisons only hurt them and make them feel worse. Prisons are very hard places to live because of the strict rules and great amount of fighting. Locking up juveniles with adults is hazardous, so public safety, they are 34% more likely to commit a violent crime than their counterparts in juvenile faculties. Some of the youth in these prisons don't even deserve to be there. Roughly 75% of the youth are behind bars, even though they are not considered public safety threat.
Another big factor in the issue is school-to-prison pipeline. This is the tendency of minors from disadvantaged backgrounds being incarcerated because of harsh, zero-tolerance school policies. This is a very severe trend where the child goes straight from public schools into jails. The inequity of it all is that most of these children have disabilities and deal with poverty, abuse, or neglect. These children would better benefit from additional educational and counseling services.
According to a Department of Education report, since 1990, state and local spending on prisons and jails has risen more than 3 times faster than spending on schools. Some beneficial solutions to correct this issue could be to spend more money on the education of youths instead of spending billions on prisons and incarcerations. We could also work to reestablish the Elementary and Second Education Act to ensure access to educational opportunities.
It is also important that the prosecutors prioritize violent cases and that we increase public defense for misdemeanor offenses. Lastly, there should be required training to reduce racial bias in our justice system.